I just found out my boyfriend has been talking to another girl for our entire 5-year relationship. There have been many times where he is on his phone and I try to glance over at it to see what he's doing, and he quickly exits out of what he's doing and either starts doing something else or puts his phone down. I pushed him on it a little bit harder than usual tonight, and he told me it was because he was talking to a girl that I had previously asked him not to talk to. One thing led to another and I got him to show me the messages between the two of them. It was on Snapchat, so all I could see is what they had saved. The conversation went back to before we had even met, but I mainly focused on what had been said since we started dating. A few of the highlights are, him telling her she's an amazing beautiful woman and she looks like a goddess. Him telling her how good her winged eyeliner and lashes look. He sent her a picture of the two of them, taken before we met, and said how happy it makes him. He sent a screenshot of an album containing 289 pictures of her that he keeps on his phone. He claims this album has since been deleted. About a year into our relationship, he went snooping through my phone and found an old conversation between me and a guy and got mad that I still occasionally talk to him because he found some old messages insinuating that the guy was showing interest in me. He blew up and demanded that I block this guy. So I asked him, well, who's that girl you talk to? You should block her too. I blocked the guy and he claimed he blocked the girl, but this is the same girl. The guy I talked to is states away and we've never actually met in person. This girl went to high school with my boyfriend, but he claims that they never hang out in person. I asked why he doesn't just date her instead of me, and he said it's because she's kind of an alcoholic, has a kid, doesn't have a good job, and doesn't have a good future going for her. How am I ever going to regain trust in him again after this? It would really suck to throw away our connection, the last 5 years together, and the life we built, but how the heck are we ever going to move forward and make this work? Comment. He's been emotionally cheating for the entire relationship. I bet he talks about you to her in the same negative manner. Who you knew as your BF is not your BF. Leave and don't look back. He is with you because you are the safest option, but she is the one he has always wanted. He has been cheating, emotionally supposedly, all along, and you think he will stop now? You really believe he loves or respects you? You were just convenient choice, but he actually never loved you nor respected you. I mean, when you asked why he didn't say because you are the one. Well, you are not. You worry about 5 years? What about wasting 10 years when you realize he never stopped cheating and never actually committed to you or loved you? Do you think that will be better? Stop wasting your time on someone who couldn't care less about you. You are still so young and there are some good men who will truly love you. He is lying. Focus on his actions, not his words. Do you think someone who cheats on their so for 5 years loves them? Respects them? Please have some critical eye to all this. I know it is hard because emotions are there, but the fact is, at the end of the day, if you get married, he will be a cheating husband and you will waste years and years of your life. The time he invested in the other girl was stolen from you. His compliments and attention should have been yours. Inform him that people break up over loss of trust as often as infidelity. He destroyed your trust. How will he rebuild it? You can't help. Time alone doesn't. And he can't just say trust me. Is he volunteering to delete all social media, since he can't control himself? As long as he has a private secret media tool to use inappropriately, he can't be trusted. But that life was built on lies. He was emotionally cheating on you for 5 years. How can you still trust someone who has no issue betraying you? Next story 2. Do I love her if I am getting extremely jealous? I assume this feeling is jealousy, but I'm honestly not sure. I have been living with her for the past 4 years and she's been in love with me the whole time, but I just don't feel the same. I still care for her quite a bit and take care of her as well. We'll buy each other tons of gifts for holidays and I'll take her places and spend time with her every day, etc. During this time we've also been FWB and kind of doing everything people in a relationship would do. She initiated it, but during the time I've been trying to see if I have feelings, but I just don't think I do. We've gone through many different roommates, but currently it's just me and her. She's been bringing over this person she's interested in and he's been spending nights and the walls are thin. I've been going through extreme mental torment because of it and can't focus or think straight while he's here and feel like I'm going through a constant panic attack the entire time. Hearing her laugh with him hurts and every single noise I hear for some reason terrifies me that they are doing it. She's gone over other guys' houses before and it doesn't bother me too much, but this feeling is new to me and it's one of the most painful things I'm currently enduring. We're renting and I'm absolutely stuck here with her since bills have me budgeted so much I can't save up to leave. I could technically live in my car and I've often just been leaving the house and sitting in parking lots for hours to get away from the situation. Other people are saying that if I don't like her it shouldn't matter. Personally she's only the second person I've slept with and there's a lot I don't understand. I get if I'm horrible in this situation and I don't know if it's a pride thing or what. I don't have much confidence at all and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I am in so much constant pain that I don't even know why I have. Comment. If you loved her you would know, you wouldn't have to ask here. If she loved you she wouldn't be with other guys. So I really can't say what's going on here, but you clearly like her enough to be upset about the situation. Why don't you talk to her and try to figure out what you both want? Let her know that it upsets you when she brings guys home. It's okay to have boundaries. Okay, this isn't healthy. When your lease is up the best you can do is find other accommodations. Away from her. Anyway, it really isn't about the lease and who is allowed to do what. It is about respect. If she respected you or loved you then she wouldn't do things that are hurtful to you. So there you have it. The only thing I can think to say is figure out what's causing your jealousy. You claim to not love her but do you have feelings for her and do you want to explore them? If it's jealousy that she's moving on from the FWB situationship with you to exploring her options and starting a relationship with a guy who seems to want one with her then you need to move around and move on. If it's like you said, that she's been in love with you or in a one-sided crush/relationship from the start of y'all living together for 4 years and you still don't feel the same then it's time move. I get that it's going to be difficult/awkward and that it'll take time but it's like you said yourself, you don't like her. Even if she's your second, you don't like her romantically so it's time for you to do yourselves a favor and close this chapter. Try to see if you're ready for a relationship, long or short, and find someone you'll like and who will align with what you're looking for. Jealousy is not a sign of love, it's a sign of not trusting your partner and insecurity in your relationship. If you trusted her you wouldn't be jealous, if you were secure in your relationship and her feelings toward you, you wouldn't feel jealous. Believe me you would know if you loved them. Jealousy could also be that they are no longer making you a priority and your ego is hurt. Even best girlfriends and even guy friends get jealous of each other. It's not love, it's wanting what the other has. Next story 3. Me and my GF just split up. She wanted more from me than I could give. I'm okay, but also not. Not much to say really, I just haven't spoken to anyone since it happened and think I just needed to voice it, not keep it to myself. I was with her for only 10 months, but it was my first relationship after my marriage broke down in 2020. I have a problem picking women who are maybe, I would say controlling but maybe I do that to myself, trying to be the perfect guy for them and giving too much of myself. My GF lived about 2 hours drive away, and would always get upset when it was time for me to leave after spending the weekend down at hers. Even on Saturday, she would start to look sad that I would be leaving Monday morning at 5 a.m. so I could get to work for the week. 99% of the weekends I would drive to her after work Friday, returning to work Monday morning. She drove to mine 4 times only because she is uncomfortable driving in unknown places, or in the dark. She also has an elderly cat that she would do anything for, and honestly, I get that. We do all sorts for our furry family members. I didn't mind the drive, I listened to music, an audiobook, or just be with my own thoughts. She has started to be a little pushy about moving in together. She told me she left her last BF because he lived half as far away as I did. The last time I started to talk to her about the idea, where we would move to etc., she said you're only talking about it now because I mentioned it. Someone has to mention it first don't they? Why does it matter if the other person is happy to look into it? Anyway, I did think it was too early for all that but didn't want her to feel unloved. This weekend, I say to her that I may be down Saturday morning as I have some jobs that need doing, but I'll take her out for a nice breakfast somewhere. I knew she wouldn't like it, and hours later she said she was sad that I didn't want to see her. She felt I hadn't considered her feelings in making that decision as I knew she wanted to see more of me. Long story short, she broke up with me later that evening because she deserved to be with someone who wanted to be with her. As I wrote this, which I guess was really for my benefit but thank you for reading, I think I've been foolish, maybe should have seen some of the signs before that she was maybe too, I don't know, too dependent on me being around. I don't know how to put it, but just not happy unless her partner wants to be with her 24/7. Am I wrong to want to wait to move in together? Forget the broken marriage and depression, that's for me to deal with, not her, but even without that stuff 10 months? That's got to be too soon, hasn't it?